just, you know, like Ruffy, sorry, Luffy from One Piece, but he's got the ball and chain style, I call it, where his arms are like chains and then just cannonballs at the end of them. The way he whips it and his evasiveness, the way he looks away from shots. Mixed martial arts. This is artistry, and I'm a big fan of his art. So, yeah. But also Arman, a guy that I think should have probably fought Gaethje, but again, he's been having issues with the UFC. Yep. So yeah, he's taking time off, but now he gets to fight and showcase why he's one of the best. And I always think of Arman as a wrestler, but you forget how good his striking is. Yeah. Because I think the last time he fought, he threw an axe kick.
He said
and I remember thinking like, when the that was an axe kick. Let me ask you something. Yeah. Like, he threw an axe kick, and I was like, when did he?
Question of like, is this too much too soon for Ruffy relative to how bad he was against BSD? I understand that. On the other hand, like, they got to do something with Arman, and if the Charles fight wasn't available for one reason or another, they had to give him somebody. They've reportedly told him, according to Ariel Helwani, that if he wins this, he'll get a title shot, which I think is the right call. Ruffy's building up some momentum, you know, and it's worthy of saying as much. I mean, he was on that White House card for a reason. I think people really like the way that he fights. So, like, if Arman wins, he gets a title shot, which I think is important for the division. And if Ruffy wins, I mean, obviously it depends how he wins, but if he's able to resist the takedowns enough where you can be like, wow, he's really moved on from the BSD fight, and he
disciplined and so like completely focused and dialed in, great at everything. And the crazy thing is, didn't even start as a striker. Started especially online. I don't know how much that translates to the general public. It's for dorks like us. Dorks like us
we are some dorks.
Are riding his nuts. he beat Giorgio twice.
Such a good point.
Is it Lance Palmer, the wrestler that he tech-falled, which is nuts?
Uriah Faber.
Yeah.
Threw over the
That was crazy. Why'd you do that? What if you both got hurt? What if you hurt Uriah?
He's a bit of a meathead.
Well, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's a full-on psychopath. I mean, he's rich.
Dude,
he's a good striker. I think right now in our division, one of the best striker, because he knocked out Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev is the best striker as well, and it's gonna be dangerous on the feet, but on the wrestling, I think it's gonna be easier. Yeah, everybody knows I'm gonna shoot, but they don't know when and which round. Maybe it's gonna be round number 4, number 3. So let's see.
Do you think you could knock him out on the feet though?
I can. I've been in this business a long time.
That was one-way traffic all day long. Against Rafael Fiziev at the start of the year, the man's been busy. This is the 3rd fight of the year, by the way. Against Fiziev, second round, knocked him out. I think it was a straight right hand, right? Beautiful shot, took him out. But before that, it was Paris. Benoit Saint-Denis. And Benoit Saint-Denis absolutely ragdolled him before getting a submission due to face crank in the 2nd round, right? And if Benoit Saint-Denis can ragdoll Mauricio Ruffy all around the place, then you better bet Mauricio Ruffy, and I'll say it early, right? He probably will. He'll probably just do what Benoit Saint-Denis did. Mauricio Ruffy, he's awesome to watch. I mean, look at that spinning wheel kick over Bobby Green, right? It was phenomenal, but more than likely, he's going to get taken down. Arman Tsarukyan, especially in Los Angeles, right, with the massive Armenian community, right, he's going to have a lot of support.
Arman Tsarukyan has surged to the top of the lightweight division by blending relentless wrestling and explosive strength with evolving, striking, and elite fight IQ. His upcoming bout against Mauricio Ruffy presents a compelling stylistic test, where Tsarukyan's grappling will be critical to neutralizing Ruffy's dangerous, unpredictable striking. Daniel Cormier praised Tsarukyan's relentless activity, noting, he refuses to settle for one position or one takedown attempt. Arman constantly chains attacks together, transitions between techniques, changes, positions, and drives opponents toward the fence. Even when the first attempt doesn't work, another usually follows immediately.
The closest to Islam in that weight class. Like, I can't wait till that fight transpires one day. I know we missed it, but I think when it comes to striking, like, his striking is different to Islam. Like, Islam is kickboxing. Yep. Very technical. I think Arman has got nice boxing, good kicks as well. Yep. But his kicks are flashy. Yep. Like, also, like, you know, just sharp kicks.
But I would say Ruffy moves better. But Ruffy moves better on his feet. That's one thing that Arman's gonna have to solve.
Distance. He's gonna need the distance. Yes. That's the thing. Ruffy's, you know, that's the thing. If you give him space, that's how it works.
Yep. The relentless pressure forces opponents into a defensive loop, constantly worrying about the next takedown, breaking the grip, escaping the cage, or simply finding space to reset. Over time, that pressure wears them down. Dustin Poirier said, "Absolutely smoked Michael Chandler." He also ranks Arman Tsarukyan among the world's best lightweights, praising his strength, explosiveness, and dominance.
You know, we've seen Arman Tsarukyan wobbled before. He's been KO'd earlier in his career. When I landed that knee to his body in our grappling match, I did feel him go a little bit. So there is some like durability issues. I don't want to sort of go too deep into that. But if there's a way to beat Arman, it's to catch him and do some damage to him, or catch him in a finishable position like Charles Oliveira did with the submissions. But Huffy ain't got the submissions of Oliveira, so his best bet is going to be to go out there and score a KO on Arman Tsarukyan in the first or second round of this fight. Could he do it? Yes. But I don't know, man. I think Arman's got this one. All of the work he's been doing in his grappling and his wrestling, and the amount of wrestling contests that he's been entering,
Arman's physicality is his greatest weapon. Opponents must not only defend his wrestling, but also endure constant pressure while in contact. Staying upright, breaking free, and getting back to their feet all drain energy, and repeated cycles wear them down as Tsarukyan maintains the assault. Din Thomas notes Arman's resume: durability, wrestling, and versatility. Tsarukyan has already faced elite competition and navigated tough positions.
Grappling, you know? So, I mean, he has got striking, but predominantly he wants to take you down and maul you, you know? You know, he puts that, you know, that arm shield out, and, you know, he tries to get you on the back foot, and then he chases your legs, you know? Yeah, but, you know, as far as Ruffy's... He's a hard puzzle to work out because he's got his hands down. He's drawing you into that space. You know, if you're looking to shoot and someone's got his hands down, it's not as inviting, you know. And he's inviting you into his space, and that's where he's the most dangerous because, you know, he makes his jabs look like uppercuts. You know,
Arman Tsarukyan has evolved far beyond his reputation as an elite wrestler. His striking has sharpened, his kicking game is increasingly dangerous, and his combinations are more precise. Because opponents must constantly respect the takedown, his striking attacks have become significantly harder to read. This makes his upcoming matchup against Mauricio Ruffy particularly intriguing, as Arman Tsarukyan understands the high stakes of a victory.
Pay for it. He hits so hard.
Really hard?
Yeah. Really hard. He whacked, and he's got such good timing and such a good eye. Like he just sets little traps up for you. Everything he does, he's doing it for a reason. You know, like I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, there's everything he does. There's reasoning behind it, and he's got such a good. Yeah, like I said, he's got fighter IQ. He's got a good eye. And I think the missing piece was his defensive wrestling. You don't have to be the best wrestler. You don't have to be the best submission artist. As long as you can get back up and knock him out, that's all he needs.
Durable, he wrestles better. He's just a more stylistic.
I know I'm going to beat Ruffy and then fight for the title and to be a champion. And I want to be the best ever lightweight fighter. I got Ruffy, and now I'm focused on the Ruffy.
Defeating a dangerous, unpredictable opponent like Ruffy could move Arman Tsarukyan another step toward the lightweight title, but he knows reckless chasing would be risky. Ruffy's speed, timing, creativity, and knockout power demand respect. Tsarukyan's likely plan is to use grappling to neutralize those tools, press Ruffy backward, close the distance, blend striking combos with level changes, drive him to the fence, and force repeated wrestling defenses. He won't abandon stand-up, however, his striking has improved.
He shaves his ass, he shaves his arms, legs. At least I'm a man, I don't do that.
How do you know that he does that?
I mean, if you see his videos, he has no hair on his legs. You think he's gonna have a hair on his ass?
I don't know. I never thought of that, to be honest.
Yeah, but he should go to Georgia instead of Miami. He had bad experience in Miami. He should go to Georgia and stay there and walk around with good men, you know? In Georgia, it's different level men.
Is that part of the reason why you have the friction with Merab? Because of his relationship with Ilia?
No, I'm cool with Merab. Merab doesn't shave his ass. So.
Arman Tsarukyan just delivered a harsh critique of Ilia Topuria, And if the UFC pursues that direction, Topuria's comeback could become far more intriguing. Tsarukyan believes Michael Chandler could be waiting for Topuria next. And after what happened against Justin Gaethje, he sees that matchup as a much easier path back into the mix.
And if you can give me a prediction, what are you hearing on Ilia Topuria? Since he lost the title, he's gone kind of quiet. What do you think's next for him?
He's still recovering, and probably next to him fight with Michael Chandler and then come back and fight for the title.
Interesting. Very interesting. Michael Chandler. Okay.
Who else?
Well, you make a fair point.
After like this fight, so he needs someone like easy fight, and then after that fight, come and fight.
Merab Dvalishvili makes it clear he doesn't see Ilia Topuria as a finished fighter. After the loss to Justin Gaethje, many critics pounced, but Merab pushed back strongly. He argued that Topuria kept competing even after sustaining an orbital fracture and enduring a brutal battle.
You disrespect, this was back in June, you disrespect the dedication and hard work to the sport that every fighter puts in when you talk shit. Win or lose, we are all warriors and deserve respect. F anyone talking what they don't know, come say it to my face. Who are you referring to there?
That time, that was for when people was disrespect Ilia.
Okay.
Yes, so many people that time disrespect Ilia's hard work, and Ilia, we all know that in Ilia go war, you know, since first round he was broken, he was fighting with broken arbor, and then you know, if somebody breaks this bone, they cannot even write down them name. You know, Ilia was fighting. He go war 4 rounds after this, and he even broke the second one. And then what Ilia has done, and then some people find the moment and then they disrespect Ilia. So and then fuck those people who the disrespect Ilia, my brother, or any warrior, you know. Even we are fighters, yes, sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. This is the risk what we are taking, but we just need the respect.
That defense matters because injuries like this can impact a fighter both physically and mentally. Merab, however, believes Topuria is built differently. He sees the Spaniard enjoying life during recovery and expects him to return with the same confidence. His bold prediction: Topuria will come back, reclaim the belt, and eventually defeat everyone standing in his way.
You guys all see he's having a great time. He's enjoying life. He's always been like this. He's such a happy guy. He's a very lover, big heart, with friends and family, and he's doing very good. He's fine. When he will come back, he will get back the belt, and he will beat everybody. Nobody can stop him, and yeah, he's the best, and you guys already know, but he's gonna prove it again and again.
Paddy Pimblett adds another dimension to the Ilia Topuria narrative. He says he respects Topuria as a fighter, but the two have harbored bad blood for years. That personal history makes a potential matchup especially appealing, because Pimblett believes the rivalry would unleash his most aggressive side. His relationship with Arman Tsarukyan is far colder. Pimblett has repeatedly attacked Tsarukyan's character instead of questioning his abilities. He also compared his attitude toward these fighters with his feelings about other lightweight stars, stating he would be far more disrespectful and aggressive toward Topuria or Tsarukyan, while he holds genuine respect for Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira.
Guys are just sausages.
But if I fight Ilia or Arman, I'm gonna absolutely rinse their lives. I'm just gonna absolutely terrorize them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if I fight like Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, I wouldn't, because I respect them and I like them.
Yeah.
Like, I respect, don't get me wrong, I respect Ilia, but we've had beef for years. I think he's a little helmet. So I'd love to fight him and give him shit. But Arman, I don't.
That's a phenomenal. Bro, he calls people sausages. It's the best fucking thing in the world. I'm telling you.
Arman Tsarukyan, I've got no respect for at all. He's just a rich kid. He's like, daddy's a millionaire. You know what I mean? So
where does the respect come from in fighting? Like the guys that you respect versus don't respect. Like
it's the fighting. Arman's a good fighter, like, to be honest, but I just can't respect him because like he's living on daddy's money.
Yeah.
And without that, he wouldn't be where he is.
Sure.
He's sitting there eating caviar for $2,000 caviar for breakfast and that. You know what I mean?
I do, yeah. Pimblett also has a reason to stay in the title conversation. He recently stopped Benoit Saint-Denis in the co-main event of the Max Holloway-Conor McGregor card in July. However, he still needs another victory after falling short against Justin Gaethje in the interim title fight earlier this year. Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan is preparing for his own assignment. He is slated to face Mauricio Ruffy in the co-main event of UFC 331 on September 19. The Tsarukyan-Ruffy matchup feels unexpected. Tsarukyan has been busy outside the octagon, wrestling, training jiu-jitsu, vlogging, he's everywhere. Ruffy, on the other hand, comes off a spectacular knockout of Michael Chandler at the White House.
Dude, this is an interesting fight. Ruffy throws power shots, big shots, boom, boom. He did get out grappled against Benoit, and that is Arman. Arman's gonna maybe come out there, try to take him down, but he's gonna be running into some serious danger because Ruffy doesn't come out there and throw a bunch of combinations, let you get under his legs. He bounces around and throws big, hard shots that he knows he's going to land, or at least he thinks he's going to land. He's not going to go out there and waste punches. He's landing, he's trying to knock people out, and that's going to be an interesting fight. That's a hard matchup for Arman. If he doesn't get him down and control him right away, that's going to be an interesting
fight. Think he deserves it immediately?
Nah, hell no. Because that's his first title fight, and in some aspects, yeah, the fight was close, but at the same time, like, it wasn't. I would like to see Chimaev get a win, boom, title shot. Get 2 wins, title shot. And I think 1 win should do it against the right opponent, you know? Get another up-and-coming beast in there with them and see what happens. And that's it, winner take all. And they got to have that rematch at some point.
Michael Bisping has a warning for Arman Tsarukyan ahead of his fight with Ruffy. Bisping says Tsarukyan can't replicate what Michael Chandler attempted against Ruffy. Chandler didn't use his striking effectively to open up his wrestling, and Ruffy punished him with distance, knees, and crisp combinations before finishing him with a TKO.
Like we saw with Mackenzie Dern, punching into the takedown. So he can't do what Michael Chandler did.
Yes.
Look at what Michael Chandler did. Michael Chandler's got power in the hands and thought, you know what?
And he's short.
I fancy it. And he's shorter.
Yeah.
And Arman's not the tallest guy for the division, and Ruffy's extremely long. And what happened? Ruffy picked him apart the whole time, punished him, caught him with knees coming in, just obliterated him, made it look easy because Chandler didn't play to his strengths. Yep. Arman's got to be humble enough to say, right, okay, listen, all fights start on the feet. You got to throw some shots, just like we saw with Mackenzie Dern, punching into the takedown. He's got to do that. He's got to believe in his hands, but he's got to know for sure he's got to use his wrestling in the.
The biggest question now is whether Arman can back up everything he's saying. Because if he goes out there, dominates Ruffy, and makes another statement, it's going to become extremely difficult to keep his name away from the title picture. So, what do you guys think? Does Arman Tsarukyan deserve to fight for the belt if he beats Mauricio Ruffy? And who should Ilia Topuria fight next? Let me know down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for more UFC news and updates.